guys, welcome to my channel, and for today's video I thought of using all the new products that I've got and I have not tried them on my face yet. So I thought, why not just sit down in front of the camera, take all these products and use it in front of them and let you know how they perform for me, if I like them, if I don't, and yeah, let's do it together. And it was quite some long time that I did not do a makeup related video on my channel, and I really wanted to sit down and play with makeup. So I hope you enjoy this video. Hit the like button if you do, and without delaying any further, let's get started. I'll be starting with the primer, and for that I have two options. First is the Indulge Essentials Rose Gold Oil, and second is the Benefit Professional. If you have dry to normal skin, this would work beautifully as a primer. This moisturizes the skin so good and sets a perfect base for the makeup to apply smoothly. And if you have oily skin or large pores, go for this one. As you know, I have really huge pores, so I would be going for this one today. Taking a small amount on my finger, it just instantly hides my pores. It's mainly my T-zone that I love to apply this because I have really huge pores here. And once it's spread out evenly, I'll be patting it in so that it goes into my pores and covers it up. I'm not using the primer all over my face. I have moisturizer on, so that's it. Coming to the foundation, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Polish. I'm in the shade 310. I had ordered a foundation but it is not delivered yet, but I wanted to do this video, so I'm just using this one. Spreading dots all over my face and using my all-time favorite foundation brush to spread it out. And that would be it for the foundation. Looks like my skin tone looks even and my skin looks like skin. Now for concealers, again I have two options. First is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. Second is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I got the next one in the shade 04 and this one is in the shade light medium beige. I feel that I'll be using the Wet n Wild one today because the next one is a bit light and works as a highlighting shade, and this I feel matches my skin tone. I'm not going for a highlighted look today. I just want to cover up my dark circles, so I'm using this one. Using very little amount on my under eye area, and I'll be using my fingers to blend it out. Yeah, this shade is quite better and matches my skin shade. I've used less because I would get an idea of how much coverage this gives me. It's a medium coverage. I would not say it's a high coverage concealer. It's a medium coverage concealer, but definitely buildable. So I guess I would be going with a second layer of this. And the consistency is really creamy. It's easy to blend it out and it hasn't creased yet on the other eye, so that's a good thing. I guess I'll be just going a bit extra on the under eye area here. Since this concealer has yellow undertones, it really covers up the dark circles very well. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder to set my under eye area and a bit of rest of my face. So I'm just tapping out some product into the cap. I'm taking my foundation brush again and picking up powder like this, and I'll be squinching my brush to give it this shape and put it very carefully in my under eye area. Like, this powder instantly brightens the under eye area. I'll just leave it like this for some time and applying some on my chin because it gets really oily hair. Basically, I'm just applying it to areas where it gets really oily. The yellow undertones really help to hide the darkness and brightens up the area. Now I'm taking a big brush like this and I'll just be wiping off the powder. You instantly see the difference, how brighter it has made my eyes, and the dark circles are gone. At least I can't see them. And this also ensures that my concealer does not crease now. You should definitely give this a try if you're looking for something that stops your concealer from creasing. it works really well. For my eyes, I have 3 new palettes. 2 are from Freedom and they are Pro 12 Chasing Rainbows and Pro 12 Secret Rose. I absolutely love how bright the colors are in this palette. Like, I just picked it up because of the colors of this palette. And this one is a neutral palette. I absolutely love the color combination. It has beautiful matte and shimmery shades. And third is the Wet n Wild palette in the shade Rose in the Air. I so wanted to get my hands on this for so long. This palette is always out of stock and I got my hands on this finally. I just love the warm theme going on in here. Absolutely can't wait to try this. I think I'm gonna do an orangey warm eye today. I guess I'll be starting with this orange shade right here, putting it all over my lid. I'm just patting the shade first. Oh my god, I love the pigmentation. I literally dipped my brush once and this is the amount of pigment it has picked up. Wow. I already love this palette. Depositing the color and now I'll be blending out the edges. And it's really easy to blend it. Like, till now I haven't faced any problem. I'm using a bigger brush and just blending out the edges. I'll pick up this deeper burnt orange shade, picking it up on the same brush, and I'm just, taking this much. And I'll be using it on the outer crease. Taking some more and deepening it. Taking the same bigger brush again and blending it out. I need a shade to soften down the edges right here. I guess I'll take this shade from this palette. This has a bit fallout. Like, you will just see amount of color flowing out. Yes, it does has fallout. I have eyeshadow all over my under eye area. Not happy, although it is pigmented. I don't like the fallout factor. Just dusting away all the eyeshadow I have on this area because I'm not liking it. Now I want to add a bit of shimmer to the center. I think I'll take this golden shade right here. It's really gorgeous golden to me, and it is, I'll show you guys, gorgeous shade, but it's not setting on the foundation. I'll just dab some concealer on this area. Now before my concealer sets in, don't worry if it's not looking perfect, we'll be blending it out. I'm just depositing the pigment right now using the large brush again and working out on the edges. Now leave in a corner. I'll just be adding the orange shade a bit as it has lost its intensity with all this blending. Taking that deeper burnt orange shade and intensifying the outer corner. I really like how it turned out. Love it. I'll quickly repeat the same on the other eye and return. So I've done both of my eyes, added some shadow on the lower lash line and some shimmer on the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm really loving how the eyes are looking. So my review on both the palettes, the Wet n Wild one, amazing pigmentation, the colors are buttery smooth and they do have fallout on the pan, but when you're applying it on your lid they do not have fallout, or very little fallout, not something crazy. This one, the matte shades have crazy fallout. Even on the eye when you're applying it, they have crazy fallout. The shades are pigmented, buttery smooth, and I really like them. Like, especially this golden one, amazing. But I just wish that they had a bit less of fallout. I love both the palettes equally, but I'm more gravitated towards this one because of less of fallout. I have nothing new for the brows. I'll be using a shade from the eyeshadow palette itself to fill in my brows, and I'll be using this matte brown shade to fill in my brows. The color is really close to my natural eyebrow shade. So yeah, it's working pretty well. For the eyeliner, I'll be using the Faces All-Time Brow Intense Gel Kajal. Like, it has kajal on one end and a smudger on another, and I'll be using this on my waterline. Wow, like that glides on really smoothly. I'll be using this blush from Freedom again in the shade Banish. Like, it looks okay. I like this color. I really like blushes that are somewhat in this particular shade, and it's not crazily pigmented, it's moderately pigmented, and I love it so that I have control over it and I can build up or build it down as per my preference. I'm just going ahead with my foundation brush and muting it down a bit because I just took too much. But I love the color. Like, it is such a gorgeous coral pink shade. For my eyes today, I'll be using falsies, and these are the PAC Mink Lashes in number 75, and this is such a gorgeous, beautiful mink lash. So I've got my falsies on and my battery died, so I thought of adding a lipstick too while I change my battery. And I've used the NYX Super Clicky lipstick in the shade On The Dear. So this is like really interesting. You just press it on the bottom and the lipstick comes out from the top. That is why it's clicky, and it is this gorgeous coral orangey shade. The lipstick is super matte. I absolutely love the pigmentation. It's one swipe opaque, and it has slight creamy consistency, not very but very slight, so it does not dry out the lips, and I'm really liking how it sits on my lips and the texture of this. Very well going with my makeup right now, and I'm obsessed with my eyes. Like, these eyelashes are another level. Like, they're so dramatic. I love it. So for most of the things that I got, I almost like all of them except leaving the Freedom eyeshadow palette because I like the color, I like the pigmentation, just the fallout part is what I do not like in that. If we keep out the fallout, it's a beautiful palette. I loved the Faces Gel Kajal. It glided on like butter, intense black shade. I like my blush, I like my concealer, and I also love my primer. I've invested a bomb on that. I just absolutely love how this look turned out, and if you like it too, hit the thumbs up. It was very fun using all the new products that I've not used before, and I'm glad that I liked them and they turned out to be good. And that's it for this video. And that's it for this video. Hit the subscribe button for more such. I post a new video every Friday, so make sure that you subscribe and do not miss out on my future videos. And that was it for today. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next week.